Hello everyone and welcome back to today's Newcastle news. I have a special announcement. We can see we are currently here in a different venue. We are here next to the Centre for Life at Central Park, and the reason why I'm here is I'm going to announce now that this is going to be my destination for the Euros. I'm going to be here for every single match. I'm going to be showing you guys exclusive content of the biggest outdoor fan zone here in Newcastle. 1,500 fans will be here starting from Sunday to watch England's Euro journey. I can't wait for the Euros this year. I'm buzzing. I'm up for it. I'm going to back us to go all the way. Despite us losing to Iceland, I still think our squad, I mean, we're one of the favourites for a reason. We've got to do it this year. We've got Kane doing incredibly well. Bellingham's doing well. We've got so many players that are turning up. This has to be the one. So let's tell you a couple of things about this event. It is actually open for every single Euro game, and it's open for our sport as well. So any big sport that's on, any Euro match, it is open here. The England games you do have to book, so you do have to buy tickets to come to the England matches. The ticket link will be down in the pinned comments. So if you want to attend, if you want to get involved in my videos, and you just want to come, as I say again, to the biggest fan zone here in Newcastle, get yourself along, make the most out of it, enjoy it, and just make sure you have a fantastic time. This is where I'm going to be. You have any questions about the event, make sure let me know. It's just here next to Centre for Life. It is looking good, so you can see in the background now they are still sorting it out, but it looks almost complete. And look at the size of that. That is massive, and look how big that is. It's going to be rammed with fans on Sunday, and I can't wait to see how we do. I'm expecting to do well, and this is where all the content's going to be this summer. So I'm going to show you some exclusive clips up here. You can see long range shots of fans just to take in this atmosphere and just to enjoy everything England has to offer. Hopefully Gordon and Trippier do the job for us, and I can't wait to see how we get on. But I just want to start off with the early announcement here. I'm going to be at Central Park. Make sure you get yourselves along if you can do. Enjoy the Euros. If you have any questions about Central Park, make sure to contact me. I will get back to you about it. But enjoy it, lads. It's coming home. Changing location but staying on topic of the three lines, it has been confirmed by journalists that the FA will actually speak to Eddie Howe once the Euros are over, as it is expected that Southgate will go elsewhere. So once Southgate leaves, Eddie Howe is of course one of their top candidates that should potentially bring him straight away. Obviously this is not a secret. I think everyone knows that the FA is keen on Eddie Howe. I think everyone knows that Eddie Howe himself has been questioned quite a bit about potentially taking up the England job in the future. And if you want my honest opinion and prediction now, I expect him to be asked after the Euros is over, and I think he'll say no. I don't think he'll say yes yet. I feel like Eddie Howe probably knows, especially from the ownership, that there's a lot of loyalty there. I feel like Eddie Howe, he would only take the job if A, he feels like he was going to be sacked, which we know is not going to happen, and B, whether he is desperately wanting the job, which, I mean, in the back of his mind, I think he might want it long term in the future, but at the minute you've got to stick with Newcastle, and I think he will stick with Newcastle, and I'm not expecting him to jump ship at all. Worst case scenario, let's see, just jump ship. Newcastle, we're that club now, with all due respect, that we can't just bring somebody in straight away. It's not like Sunderland down the road when they're spending 4 months bringing about 30 different managers and nobody wants them. Newcastle has a lot of demand. If it was worst case scenario Eddie Howe decided to go, we could just replace him. It would take some time to settle in with a new manager, but we'll still be able to replace him, whether that be someone as iconic as Jose Mourinho, or whether that be a new up-and-coming manager. We'll be able to get somebody in, but I'm not expecting that to happen. I think Eddie Howe will stay. I don't think there's any real fear of him just going, well, you know what, I've had enough, let's go elsewhere. I don't think he'll do that, so don't worry about it, will be my honest answer to your question. So don't worry about anything going pear-shaped. We'll see how the Euros go first. I'm expecting Southgate to go after the Euros. I'm not sure where he'll go, because obviously Ten Hag's staying at Man U, so I'm not quite sure where Southgate would end up going, but it's always quite a jump from club football to international football, and I think for a manager it is a gamble to make. So it's up to Eddie Howe whether he wants to do what his coaching staff want to do, but I'm expecting to stick with Newcastle. In terms of our news, it's been confirmed that Lloyd Kelly has actually been down in London yesterday completing the first part of his medical with Newcastle now, so chances are you would have met the owners down there, you would have had time to interact with the club before you and then head up to Newcastle, most likely tomorrow. I haven't heard anything about today, so either be late tonight or sometime tomorrow where you head up to Newcastle and you start to complete his full medical, where you go to the training ground, do his fitness test, you'll go to the stadium, be wearing that brand new Newcastle kit as he gets his photos taken inside the ground, and straight away before that transfer window's open, that is our first man through the door. And I'm just glad to get this out of the way, so now you can look ahead, look at the next sign. But I'm pleased that we've got one through the door so far. I'm expecting James Trafford to follow suit, but we've got to see how that one goes. And after that, but it's intriguing to see where we'll go from there, because again, FFP, I'd rather not talk about it in this video, because I think you guys have heard it to death by now, so I won't mention it unless I need to. But of course, you know, we have to sell before we buy, so we'll see how things go in that respect. But just expect probably a couple of slower weeks, I want to say, when the Euros are on. There'll still be a lot of news coming out, but just expect things to probably calm down a little bit, and then they'll spike up when the Euros end, because you've got to remember, I suppose, some of our targets, for example, will be playing in the Euros. So let's say one gets injured while we're out there, it will just completely ruin our transfer. So we will take it a bit slow in the Euros one, but expect Newcastle to clean house a little bit. And then after that, of course, we're going to have to talk about that man, Bruno. Now, I've heard absolute rubbish about this guy on social media. Straight away, Newcastle even posted about the guy this morning. He got a great assist for Brazil yesterday. Just don't buy into the Bruno stuff. I'm not even going to mention in this video the amount of Bruno stuff that I've seen yesterday. Again, it's just these ITK accounts. It's just people almost kind of throwing a dart at the wall and they're hoping to hit that bullseye. But of course, 99 out of 100 times they're not even hitting the ball. Like, they keep missing so far with these links and these rumours. I'm not even gonna give them the time of day. So what they give you a heads up about that, not to just fall into that trap. It's just not something worth doing. For anyone watching this video now who actually has quite a decent amount of away points, or you're just somebody who likes to go to Newcastle United away games, there's been quite a bit of news coming out from supporters groups about what the club wants to do next season. So there's actually a bit of a thread here where all the pages just came out and said straight away that there's a lot of empty seats at these away matches. People are clearly buying tickets and either not attending, or they're basically selling them to the mate and they can't get into the stadium or something like that. So just to show you a graph of how the points have been looking last season since the season before, you can see straight away how much easier it is to actually get yourself to the games. But of course, if you are someone that is not a season ticket holder, it is quite literally impossible to get these games. If you aren't a season ticket holder, you've got no chance. You can only get it either by loyalty points, or then there's a few tickets that are let out in a ballot, but you basically got to be a season ticket to be in the ballot. So obviously people are complaining that it's a closed shop for these members, or it's a closed shop for other people to get in. For me, I'm someone that can basically go to every single away match, so obviously my opinion is going to be probably biased in this video, and if I was going to come out, I would be quite one side towards one way. But yeah, I think the club probably is doing the fairest route it can possibly do, in all honesty. Now, the problem Newcastle always has is that, especially for Premier League games, you're taking 2,000 to 3,000 people at every single away match, and the problem is there's probably about 10,000+ people that want to do every single game. So you're basically letting people go to away matches, but it's only a few out of such a high demand. So when there's such a high demand, it's impossible for people to go to games, and it's just one of them ones where you do have to be there for the takeover. That's all I can say, really. I know people have different circumstances. People, for example, may have not even used loyalty points before the takeover. They might have just went through a bus and then used the bus, or used someone else's season ticket while going to the games. But that's the only thing I can say, really. You did have to go before the takeover. Even if you went over maybe 5+ before the takeover, you can still go to a decent amount of away matches now. Like, the points go down quite low. If you have a season ticket, you can still get yourself with some games. Like, it's not impossible. Games like Man U, Blackburn, the Cup dropped down to 0. I know they're during the week, but there still were opportunities to go. I think Rangers dropped to, must have been like 2 loyalty points or something. So there are opportunities there where you can take up these points and you can go to these games. But unfortunately, obviously, you've kind of just seen it on social media. People obviously kicking off, people wanting things to change, and for me, I'm not really that person to kind of come on and implement change. All I can do is suggest something, or all I can do is come on the video and talk about something. But it's one of them ones where it's up to you. I think it's quite depends on circumstances as well, actually. So if you're someone who's watching now who has a season ticket, you can go to every away match, you're not going to be complaining. Whereas if you're someone that can't go to a single one, then you are going to be complaining. So it just depends on who you are. I'll be intrigued to see you guys comment in the comment section about that, actually, because I'm intrigued to see what you all think about that. I'm not going to dwell on that too much longer, to be honest, because I think I've made my point there. But just to let you know, obviously fan groups are still looking to change things. It is highly possible that Newcastle could still change things going into the next season, but that is the current situation now, and be intrigued to see what you all think about that. But that's it in terms of news, really. Not much has came out today. It's just got the Lloyd Kelly medical coming up, which I believe I had a bank on it will probably be tomorrow. I haven't heard anything about it yet, unless he turns up later today. On top of that, though, Euros start tomorrow. Scotland versus Germany tomorrow. That's going to be exciting. I'm sure Scotland are going to get absolutely smashed as well, so it'll be intriguing to go and see them, see how they get on. But that's it. For the next month, football is on every single day in the Euros and the Copa America. An entire month of football, mad. So let's see how our boys get on. Hopefully Brazil win the Copa America, and hopefully England win the Euros. That's the ideal scenario, so all of our players get a result that they want and we'll all be buzzing going into next season. But let me know in the thoughts, guys, your thoughts on that. I'm still not sure what I think about the Euros. I do actually think England will win. I honestly do think they win. The only problem we have on our side really is France, which of course did beat us in the World Cup and they are by far the best team. But if we beat France, then I think we'll get to the final. And at that point, you probably think about Germany, Spain, and I don't think there's anyone else realistic that would knock us out. I think Portugal's maybe a bit of an outside shot with Ronaldo getting a bit older, but he still is 6 or 7. So he might be someone to keep an eye on. But other than that, I don't think it's any team that can beat us. I think our teams are way too good, and I think our team, with all due respect to Southgate, as long as you don't play that negative football, I think we'll smash a lot of teams. And my only concern being is that back line. I think Maguire is actually a big miss, as mental as it sounds. I think he suits England's play style well. He's a big aerial threat, and without him, you've got Stones, who's good. He's got an illness at the minute though. So you've got basically Konza, you've got Lewis Dunk. I mean, these players just aren't Euro winner quality, are they? I mean, they're just a step down. So they need to turn up in the Euros, they need to perform well, and need to be able to beat these top teams. So I'm intrigued to see how things go. But like I said, I'll be up at Central Park fans, and that's what I personally be. Make sure you get yourselves down if you can do. That's my destination for the Euros. But that's it, guys. I think we'll win the Euros, and I'll back Argentina to win the Copa America. I think Messi's just still too good. So as much as I want Brazil to win, I think Argentina have still got someone else in the bag before Messi calls it a day. So let's see how things get on. Come on, lads, it's coming home.